It's quite the find. Hello friends, and welcome back to Crow's Thrifty Finds. My name is Melanie. So for this week's video, we're going to discuss a topic that I have discussed before a few times, and we're going to do it again today because there's just so many of these that are bolos, and that is plush. So interesting story. As I was preparing for this video, I was trying to remember if I had discussed vintage Care Bears before. Now here's the thing about vintage Care Bears is a lot of the vintage Care Bear plush are not that valuable, but there are some more rare variations and rare sizes that are valuable. And that was kind of what I was thinking to talk about in the video this week. And then something really strange happened. I was out thrifting and I actually found one of the very valuable Care Bear plush. So weird how that happened as I was planning this video and thinking about this, and then I end up finding something that I was wanting to discuss in the video. So I guess we should get to it and talk about this Care Bear and let that start the list. So I have him or her right here. This is one of the larger variations of Care Bears that are vintage, and that's what makes Cheer Bear here so valuable. This is a 32-inch variation or 36, I forget, over 30 inches tall. So this is a large Care Bear, and the Care Bear is in very good condition. So I was very excited to find this Care Bear. The only issue is that the writing's a little wore off on the butt heart there. The butt heart. It's funny. Anyway, but yeah, this Care Bear is a really good pickup. And I think the thrift store kind of knew that they had something special because they did price it vintage for $10. But this is a $130 all day long plush. So for $10, I am more than happy to pay that. So yeah, there's a sold comp just to kind of get an idea. But yeah, this is a great pickup, and that's what we're going to start the list off with. This very large Care Bear. Be on the lookout for Cheer Bear. Next, we're going to talk about another larger plush. Size can matter when it comes to plush. This is a plush from the show Teen Titans Go, and this is a character called Starfire. And this show, you know, is pretty current still. This is not really a vintage plush. But yeah, if you find one of these larger ones, they can sell for almost $80. So $78 plush. So that is a great find if you can locate one. And again, this is the jumbo size. So if you get a smaller one of this character, it's not going to be as much. But definitely something worth looking out for sure. Plush number 3 is from the 80s. A lot of your more valuable plush are going to be from the 90s, from the 80s. Those vintage plush are more desirable. People get that nostalgia for the toys they had when they were little. And this is called My Child Pet Cat. And these sell for, look at this, $395. This plush sold for. And this could be sitting at somebody's Salvation Army or Goodwill right now. You just never know. So you just want to look at these pictures really good and make sure that you are familiar. So when you're out and about and you see it, you'll know to pick it up. Item number 4, plush number 4, is a video game character. It is from the game Spyro the Dragon. My kids play this game. It's pretty fun. And Spyro plush of any size are good pickups. This is sort of a larger size one. I think there's an even bigger size that sells for even more. But this guy sells for $65. So be on the lookout for Spyro the Dragon in any size. He's usually a good pickup. Of course, you know, if you find a really little one, double check just to be sure it's worth it. But most of the time, it's going to be a good pickup. So be on the lookout for Spyro the Dragon. Bigger the better. Next plush on the list is something that's been on my bucket list to find for a very, very long time, just because I think they're really cool. I personally did not own this as a child because I was not into wrestling, but it's just one of those things from the past that's just so cool. So these wrestling buddies, they come in lots of different wrestlers. This is Hulk Hogan, of course, one of the more popular wrestlers of yesteryear. And Hulk has sold for $100. And there's, a few other variations of characters, but they're all good pickups and definitely something that you want to pick up and find because it is a BOLO. Next one, this is the most expensive plush that's going to be on this list. Maybe I should have done it last, but I'm doing it kind of in the middle here. So the company that makes this name is Swibco, and this is a St. Jude's pastel teddy bear. Apparently these are very collectible. There's multiple color variations, but the real money apparently is in the pastel variation. And I've seen more than one listing of these selling really high. So, I mean, this is a thing. And this bear sold, as you can see, for $2,000. Can you imagine just finding a $2,000 stuffed animal? Madness. So this is one you definitely want to be looking for, as this is huge, huge, huge money. So be on the lookout for Swibco St. Jude's bear in the pastel variation. Next, we have not talked Disney plush much, and I don't know about you, but I don't always think about the Muppets when I think about Disney, but they are together now, so this does count under Disney. But this is Sam the Eagle from the Muppets. This is from Muppet Vision 3D, which is an attraction that was at Disney. And this guy was probably one of the more rare plush, I'm guessing. And he sells for $457. So some of these Disney park plushes are really, really good money, just depending on what it is. And yeah, Sam the Eagle is, he doesn't look all that special when you look at him quick, but you definitely want to look twice because he is definitely worth picking up for $457. That is a great thing to sell something for. Next, we have a strawberry shortcake plush. So this is a vintage plush, and this is a purple skunk named Souffle. It doesn't even really look that much like a skunk, but I guess it is. Like there's different strawberry shortcake animal plushes. I know I had a puppy one when I was a kid, and that one's not worth quite as much. I think that one's worth like $50, but this is probably one of the more rare ones. But if you find any strawberry shortcake plush animals, it's worth looking up because more than likely you're paying not very much at all for these. So you can make some good money on them no matter what. But this one's the most valuable of them at $310 that this sold for. So I definitely wanted to show you this one as maybe it's the most important one to be on the lookout for. But like I said, any of them are good. Next, I'm going to tell you all a very sad story about this next one. This is Dinosaur's baby Sinclair, and this is a price that you can get for finding him new, $350. And I've seen them sell for less, but yeah, they can go up to that high. So the sad story is, back in the day, I used to only do clothes and handbags, like high-end clothes, high-end handbags. I really wasn't into toys at all. However, one day I went into the thrift store to look for high-end clothes and purses, and I saw a brand new baby Sinclair dinosaurs plush in the box. And I said to myself, I don't know anything about toys, but I bet that's probably valuable. But what I did not do was buy it. And this was before smartphones were a thing, so I couldn't just look it up in the store. I had to go home and look it up. And I did. I went home, I looked it up, I saw how valuable it was, and I zoomed back over to the store and it was gone. That was a sad, sad tale, but this is definitely a good pickup. Learn from my mistakes of many, many years back. That was one of my first years of being a reseller, so it was a long, long time ago. But learn from my earliest mistakes. If something like that, you see it, you definitely want to look it up in this modern day and age on your smartphone. Don't leave without looking it up. And last but not least, the second most valuable item on here, this is Kitty Checkup. And I don't remember this. It definitely has that kind of puppy kitty surprise look, and I'm guessing it was probably from that time period in the 90s. I did not have one of these, but they are very, very valuable. There's also Puppy Checkup, and they sell for kind of about half as much as the Kitty Checkups. So maybe the Kitty Checkups were a little more rare. But yeah, these plush are very, very valuable. As you can see, this one sold for $1 less than $1,000. So holy potatoes, that is a lot of money for a plush. So for sure, be on the lookout for both Puppy and Kitty Checkup. And that's going to complete the list for today. I hope this was helpful and that you learned about some more plush to be on the lookout for. Definitely check out my older plush videos if you haven't already. There's at least 2 of them, maybe more. I think 2. I've only been a channel for a little over a year now, but it feels like so much longer. But anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already for this video. And my name is Melanie, and this is Crow's Thrifty Finds. I'll see you next week.